Are we recording? Good morning. I did my hair and my makeups. So I just wanted to touch base today and say good morning, and I hope everybody's having a blessed week. It was a rough week for me. Monday, I murdered Monday. Monday was my ish. It was not about to get me down. And then Tuesday morning, my sickness took over and absolutely destroyed my soul. But it's fine, because we are fine. The state fair is in today. Taking my little one with my best friend. And I'm going to get a corn dog and corn on the cob, because why would you not? And I had noticed a theme all week. You know, I had been talking to some friends of mine and seeing things online, and there's just so much self-doubt lately and so much insecurity going on. And you know, all I keep seeing is, I just need somebody to love me. I'm tired of being single. I just need somebody to love me. I need somebody to love me. I need somebody to love me. Girl, boy, man, woman, what? No, you don't. You do not. You know, you need to love yourself. Jack, can I mess up? Do you know who you need to love you? It's yourself. Wow. I have to go to class soon, and I have not eaten, so I have hungry brain. But honestly, like, you don't need anybody to love you. You don't need to want anybody to love you but yourself and God, or whoever you believe in. There is so much more to gain out of loving yourself than having somebody else love you. Because if you do not love yourself and believe in loving in yourself, you are never going to understand or accept somebody else loving you. You're never going to fully engage in their love. You're never going to accept it. You're not going to understand it. You're not going to even see it. There is so much that comes from loving yourself. There's so many lessons that come from loving yourself that you're never, ever, ever gonna learn without loving yourself before allowing somebody else to love you. And if you keep going through this mindset of you need somebody to love you, or you need somebody to hold your freaking hand, or you need somebody to go to the gym with you, or you need somebody to go sit with you to go eat, boy, go eat by your dang self. Make yourself a nice meal at home. Stop being afraid to do things alone, because you came out alone. You're gonna go alone. So I really don't understand why we are so fixated on having to have somebody. My mom has a dog, and she's lived a wonderful life not needing a man. The support from her friends and her family, her children, she is whole. She does not need those things to be whole, and that's just a great lesson I've learned. And she's such a great example for me, and I have other people like that in my life who have not needed to have somebody there. And I learned the hard way by being raised by another parent who could never be alone. And not raised, but you know, my dad always had somebody there, and I always had that mindset myself. I could never be alone when I was younger. I constantly had to have somebody, to the point to where I never mattered to myself. I never mattered to them. And I taught them that I came last by always putting them first. And so I was stuck in this ugly cycle of always putting myself last and putting everybody first, and then allowing everybody to do that to myself too. And the day that I realized, like, I'm okay alone, I've been so much freaking happier. Like, woo, when I want to go to bed at night, I can go to bed at night. When I want to wake up in the morning and go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, I don't have to worry about anybody else but my kid. And it's wonderful. And it's so nice to just sit here and think, like, I do things on my own terms, and I can discover myself without having to worry about what anybody else thinks, because nobody else has to know. Nobody else is let in on those things. And there's so much love that comes from loving yourself, and you love people differently, and you think, man, these are the things that I wanted and I deserve for myself, so I can finally give this to somebody else, because I know what it's like to give it to myself. And you just have to understand that you don't need anybody. And even wanting somebody the way that we want people, it's for the wrong reasons. because we're fixated on, ooh, like this couple online had this and this couple online had that, and like it's all about this persona of what relationships are and not really what they are, because you don't see their hearts, you don't see what goes on in their homes, you don't see the conversations that they have. Half the time it may not even match what they portray online, and so it's all just this faux life that you're seeing from other people and that you're wanting, and it's all for the wrong reasons. And when we learn to love ourselves for the right reasons and want to be alone with ourselves and find comfort and joy in that, then start looking to other people, because I promise you, you don't want to be dependent on that, because then you're always going to be sad and alone, and then you're always heartbroken, and then you're always sad when you see your friends in relationships or somebody get married, and then there's a bitterness that grows inside of you, and nobody wants to be freaking bitter. Bitter is not better, okay? So be grateful, learn to love yourself. I want to do a longer video on self-love and boundaries, but I just think that that's something that you guys need to think about whenever I go into this next segment on why is it that you feel like you always need somebody, why do we not love ourselves enough, and why do we always want from somebody else and something else, even if it's not a man or a woman and it's just like friendships, having to go and do something with somebody all the time. Let's think about that, let's process that, and just remember, like, to love yourself. Wake up an extra 10 minutes early to do something for yourself. Stay up a few minutes late. Put your phone away. Go get something to cook that you love. Go eat somewhere that you love. Just love yourself. Be blessed. Smile today. Make somebody else smile today. And freaking rock on.